Hi everybody, welcome to Rana's Radar. I'm here at the Sevierville Convention Center in Sevierville here in Tennessee for the F100 Supernationals. Now we are going to speak with a few people who've been doing the shows, but before that, Geoff, how you going?
I'm doing great.
Now you've been doing this, or you did this for many years?
I took this show over 14, 15 years ago.
Yep.
And ran it every year, and I retired last year and sold the show to Danny and Geoff,
nice,
the Blackwell brothers, and they kept me on this year as a, I don't know, consultant.
Consultant, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Since you've done it for so many years, oh, you went move away from the truck. Because you've been doing it for so many years, you would have some valuable insight on how to keep things going for the next 15 years.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping to, and they listen well, they learn quick. I'm usually out between years on the shows, I do about 30 shows. Give out literature, set up booths and stuff like that to promote this. Hate to tell you, I only did one show this year because they took care of the rest of them, and that's good.
That's good.
But yeah, we're getting, they're building this show. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
They're all over the internet. They know how to do all that stuff. And of course, I'm from the old school.
Yeah.
If you didn't hand out literature, nobody came.
So that's how you got the word around.
Yes, we did that. We used to do a mailing list of 12,000.
Wow.
And we did all those by hand. We didn't send them to a mail place, but we did them all by hand.
Yeah.
And my mom, she passed away not long ago. She used to be the stamper. She put the stamps on every one of them.
Oh, bless
her. 12,000 flyers we sent out every year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, things are a lot more different because I found out about the F100 Supernationals through Facebook and social media, and that's the generation, the way it's going now. But I mean, you guys did that so well. It went for 15 years before now that the new promoters are taking over.
Yeah, this lot will be completely full by Saturday, and we've got some extra spaces over here we're going to hold off on.
Yeah.
So we'll they'll do it. Thursday is a non-mandatory day here.
Right.
And that's why there's not real full.
Yes.
And but come Saturday,
it's going to be very full. I could only imagine.
We usually get up on top of the building and shoot videos and pictures.
Oh, I would love to get some of that.
Yeah. Well, are you coming back here Saturday?
No, I have another commitment on Saturday, but I like these quieter days. I know there might not be as many people, but it's good to get good interviews, and it's not so crowded with the crowd. So I do appreciate the quieter days, but I know that Saturday is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be big. So you have to put it on your calendar, the F100 Supernationals for next year. You've got to put it on to get here, or if you're watching this, then get over here now.
Go by the red t-shirt trailer and pick you up a flyer for next year.
Okay.
So you can keep up with it.
Yep.
Have you been inside yet?
I have, sir.
Did you get a photograph of the stage with all the awards and everything?
No, but I'll be going back in there.
You need to get a shot of that and put that on there. That always, I'm not supposed to say stuff like this, but a lot of these people are trophy hunters, you know that.
Well, you know what, so there's nothing wrong with that, because when you work hard on your truck, and you're proud of it, it's good to be recognized.
I understand.
That's my stance on that. And I know a lot of people like, just enjoy the truck, you don't need a trophy, but I mean, if I could give trophies, I would.
Here's another thing. We have 2 professional judges that judge the show every year. They do NSRA, they do all those shows, and they're here now judging. Yeah. They'll judge all 3 days.
Well, I'm going to try and see if I can hunt them down.
They're kind of like photographers. They don't want to be seen that much
because
they'll say, oh, I got to follow them. They're almost at my truck, and I want to tell them what I've done that they don't, stuff like that. So they want to be incognito too.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But I appreciate that, and I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for doing it for so many years, and hopefully it continues on so you can just come in as a spectator and enjoy the show.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and putting this on the YouTube for us.
You're welcome. Thank you. Now everybody, I've told you guys that I do like the F100s, and this here is exactly why I like them. When they get done up like this, they don't look like a work truck anymore. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. The way it's down here on the ground. It's just, yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. And to top it off, 5.0 Ford, it's beautiful. Love it. And they've done it so well. They've kept the original rust and just sealed it in. It looks original. It's a F100 67. Beautiful. I appreciate about the truck shows because it's not always about having the shiny car, the most done-up car, but it's about originality as well.
Yep.
Now, John, you've got an original one here.
Sort of original. This truck was bought new in Columbia, South Carolina, and used. It was a cabin chassis, and they had the service bed put on the back, and they used it up. I know through '05 because that's the last contractor's sticker on the back of it. I've had this since December the 31st. And the guy I got it from was the second owner, had it for 2 years. He even had a copy of the original title with it.
Wow. And what year is it again?
This is a 71.
71.
I have done a few upgrades. I've added Hydro Boost brakes, aluminum heads, and Edelbrock ProFlow for fuel injection. Upgraded the alternator, and I upgraded the headlights in it. I've also added a gear vendor's overdrive under it to help with the gas mileage a little bit, since it's got 411 gears out back. I did change the hood out. Mine had a lot of rust in it, and hopefully in the fall of the year, I'm going to be pulling the motor and rebuilding the motor and turning it into a 431 stroker.
Okay, because from what I'm understanding is this truck here is on its way to be restored.
Hot rodded.
Hot rodded, restored, okay?
Yeah.
You're going to be fixing up that engine. Once that happens, the bug's not going to leave you. You're going to just continue on. And
Well, I can tell you I have sold 2 vehicles that I have never traded in. And one was an F650
Nice.
that I put 2,000 miles on in 2 years. And I bought this truck, and this truck was more what I wanted than the F650 was. I wanted a service truck.
Why did you want a service truck?
To carry my tools around for when I go to the junkyards
Well,
to get parts.
you can do that with any of your trucks.
Well, I was doing it with a 2000 Silverado that I bought new.
Right.
And I just got tired of having everything piled up behind the front seat, and it always looked trashy. Well, you can't take women out in a truck that looks trashy.
No, sir, you cannot. Let's have a look on the inside.
Okay. The seat cover is a design, I can't remember the name, but I've got it on my YouTube channel. Semi-custom seat cover. It's 2-piece, and it is actually one of the nicest ones I've ever picked up. It fit good, it looks good. I've actually washed it. You can cold water wash this and air dry it.
Wow. Now, you mentioned YouTube channel, and I love to support anybody who's out there in the YouTube world because I'm pretty new. I've been doing this now for, I think, 6 months or so. So it's a great community, and you get great support. Love my subscribers, love the viewers. You guys are amazing. What's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is CC_S Garage, and I've been doing it since like June, July.
And what do you do on the channel?
I do film shows and basically working on my vehicles. This truck is just one. I have 6 different Mustangs. I also work on my lawnmowers. Got a little machine shop set up. I just do a little bit of everything.
On lawnmowers, is that you just fixing them, or do you turn them into something else?
I just fix them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I say that because I was at the Redneck Rumble last weekend and I saw some odd-looking lawnmowers there that was with engines and everything. So that's why I had to ask.
Yeah, I like to tinker, so I do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, and as you can see, these hubcaps I put on here, I got out of the junkyard. They're not even for this year truck.
So that's great. So if somebody is looking at restoring and, you know, finding things and making the most of things that they find.
Yeah.
It's a good channel to go in and see where you've been and what you found and what you can do.
Yes, ma'am. And if you see something and you want more information, just let me know. Like I said, I'm still new and I'm trying to get it up and going.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, John. I will have a link to John's channel as well, CC's Garage, and you can see that in the description. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
You have a good day.
You too.
I like the cars that have all been done up, especially the F100s, because like I said before, it just gives it a whole new look. They get made for cruising. There's something special when you've got an absolute patina here with us, original rust, beautiful. This is Jamie's truck right here. Nothing original about that, but before we get to that, Jamie, how's it going?
All right, about you?
Good, good, thanks mate. What have we got here?
67 F100.
67, and it's rusty.
It is.
Tell us about that.
It's original paint, come out of Georgia, got a lot of sun on it.
And how long have you had it for?
I've had this truck about 6 years.
6 years. And the rust doesn't bother you at all?
No, it's my thing.
It's your thing, and you know what? It looks good.
Thank you.
It does look good, because at the same time you've upgraded the motor there, the wheels look good, and even the caps. Look at that. It just full on matches, isn't it?
Yeah, we bought those here last year actually because they matched.
Because they matched it.
Yes.
Look in here, wow. Wow, you do like the Survivors, don't you?
That's right. There's more missing than is there.
You know what? It drives and it sounds good, and you've got this. Now I came here and I approached Jamie and I said, what's going on here? What engine? So we've got a 350.
No, 302.
Sorry, 302.
Yep. Tunnel ram.
Tunnel ram.
2 4-barrel carburetors.
Okay, and these is made for racing?
Yeah, it's an old school setup.
Okay, tunnel ram. I had not seen this before, so I had to ask. And did you do this all yourself?
I did. Truck came with a 6-cylinder in it.
Yep. And what's the horsepower now on this?
300, 350.
Okay. But with the tunnel ram at the top, how fast can it go?
Oh, I don't know. It's still limited.
Yep. And why the F100s for you, sir?
I cut my teeth on them. I've been around them all my life.
Have you?
I have.
Love it. Well, it's beautiful, it's original, it's a Survivor that is thriving with that engine right there. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
The rust, it's all good stuff. Now, I turn the camera off and Jamie starts telling me so much more other details, which I like. He thinks it may not be important, but the fact that this truck was a government issued truck, and for that reason, it actually has a few things that the other trucks of that year would not have had. For example, it's got the seat belt. And as you can see from that side, there is no armrest, but there is one for the driver because they didn't want you having passengers and going on dates. It's a government issued truck, made for work, no radio. So not made for fun, but, and back here, now what did you tell me about the bed again?
It didn't even have one on when it was new.
It didn't have one. So the previous people, or you did yourself?
Somebody put it on.
Somebody put it on. Somebody put it on. And whoever put the bed on, they also tried to create some rust and try to give and match that patina look, which I think failed.
Very much so.
Yep, because you've got the original just here, and you can tell. That's beautiful. That's great. Absolutely. Okay, twin brothers or just best friends?
We're just good friends.
Yep, brothers from another mother. Absolutely love it. Norman and Tommy, how you going?
We're doing great.
Okay, you've got beautiful trucks here. Let's start off with the blue one here. What have we got?
This is my truck. It was my graduation present back in 1982.
Wow.
My mom and dad got it for me, so I've had it since then. just enjoy driving it.
So you've had this truck for 40 years now.
Yes.
For 40 years.
I didn't think of it like that, but yes.
Wow. And not only is it brilliant looking, beautiful, love the blue and the white together, but it's a graduation gift.
This is the original colors that it was. So.
And the original colors. Now, were you asking for this truck, or?
I wanted one of these trucks. I didn't care what color it was. Matter of fact, I was working. I saved up my money to buy one. At the end of the road, this guy just had a body shop and did this black one. It was beautiful. I came home that evening with the money. He was going to go up there and buy that truck. My mom said, "Wait and let your dad look at it."
Yes.
45 minutes later, he rolled in with this one. So.
Wow, wow. Oh, bless him. What a nice man.
I didn't care what color it was. I just wanted one. My dad had one. And
so why? Because your dad had one?
I just like the body style, which I like all of them.
Yep.
But this was my favorite.
This is your favorite. Okay, now in the 40 years, what have you done to it? Because I think that's new.
Yes. Well, actually, it was done in 07. The truck was done in 99.
Okay.
So.
And what do we have here?
It's a 427. It's actually been bored and stroked. It's a 428 crank, 30 over. Ollie 750. It's, I just drive. I like driving it. I enjoy driving it.
Well, it looks good. It looks good, and I'm glad it's your driver. And this paint, you haven't touched it at all. It's in great condition.
Yeah, this is.
Very nice. Wow, that's just awesome. I mean, it's a great truck. It looks good. You've had it for 40 years. You're looking after it. You're maintaining it. Yet you're driving it.
Yes, I enjoy it.
You're not just leaving it to sit somewhere and look pretty.
This is just really boring sitting around. I'd rather be out riding around it. We'll do that this evening, if weather permitting. So.
Okay, and how do you manage to keep this so clean if it's your driver?
A lot of guys have a Harley. And they polish them all the time.
Okay.
That's my Harley. Right there. That's all I can describe it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, you do a heck of a job. How often do you have to clean it?
I just do it in the spring. I do it one time in the spring. I polish everything, and I come to the grand show down there in spring. Yep. Or May, and then I come to this one.
Keep it inside.
And I keep it garage.
And you've even got a small replica.
Oh, I got two of them.
Oh, you got two.
I got a mini small one.
Love it.
That's the small one. That's the big one.
Oh my.
That's the small one. Oh, just popped my grill out. Let me fix this real quick. My grill does pop out every once in a while.
Look at that. It's absolutely identical, isn't it?
Yes.
You did well to find those two.
Well, I did them too.
That's awesome. Oh, where did you go? And you guys have been coming to the Supernationals for how many years now?
Several.
97.
97.
That's the first year.
Great friends. How did you meet? At a car show?
Yeah, truck show. We started talking and been friends ever since. This is the reason we came to this. It's called Tommy, Jody.
We're just all close friends. We get together 2-3 times a year.
3 times a year.
That's awesome.
At the truck shows.
Absolute car culture right here.
Virginia, Alabama.
Yep.
Jody's from Florida.
Okay. Well, why don't we walk over to your red truck here now? Thank you so much for that. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So we'll try and catch Jody because that's very nice looking right here as well. Okay, so what have you got here?
69 F100, 2014 Mustang motor transmission.
I noticed the Coyote engine here.
Yeah.
Beautiful, look at that.
It was an original 47,000 mile truck. Everything was real good. Of course, everything's plated, new bumpers. Everything.
So how long have you had it for?
About 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And was the engine already in there?
No, we did all that.
You did that?
Yeah, we took it from an original truck that set up at original height. We lowered it.
So up until 3 years ago, nobody had done any sort of restoration?
No.
Wow.
I've actually got pictures of before and after. And
oh, I would love to see that.
Yeah, it's
these are nice. What rims you got?
US mag.
US mag.
Yeah, US mag.
Very nice. Trucks look great in the red, don't they?
Yeah.
And did you do, yep, you have done the interiors.
Yeah, we did a little work on the interior. A lot of the interior is still original, like the door panels, the dash pad, that's still original. That's how good of a truck it was to begin with. That's the seat came out of a 89 F-150. We incorporated the Mustang shifter into it, you know, give you a little more modern look.
Well, and also to go with the engine.
Yeah.
And at the 5th Annual Grand Nationals, you got Best of Class.
Yeah, I've got a lot of trophies behind the seat, but I don't like to be too showy, you know.
Okay, well that's all right. That's what I'm here for.
I got like 10 wins with it, so.
Great, that's at the F100. I was there this year.
Yeah, in the spring.
Yep.
So, yeah. We put the tone cover on. I like it. I just like the red and the black here.
It looks really good.
Yeah, I keep all my chairs and tent and stuff in the rear.
Well, you've done it really well because you've got the chrome and then the rims, and I'm loving this.
Yeah, so this is
complete
actually it's a Ranger truck.
Yeah.
It's got the complete Ranger package on it. I stayed with all the Ranger package as far as all the moldings and the trim on the tailgate. Everything's what it would have originally come with, you know.
That's why it looks
it's
different.
Just all new.
Yeah. Very nice. And why the F100s for you, sir?
Why?
Why?
I grew up on them.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, my daddy did the same thing, and as a child, I was the oldest of 5 kids, so he traded the supplement, traded on trucks a lot. So I stood and listened to my daddy trade.
Yeah.
And so now I do the same thing. I've got 3 of these trucks.
Okay, what other ones do you have?
I've got 68, a white 68 like this, and then I've got another 69 back home. So, but I just grew up loving them. And my daddy's still, he's 81 years old, still living. He's got a 74, so,
oh, nice.
You know, and it's just kind of the story of my life. F100, so.
That's what you love.
That's what I love.
And why not? They look great, don't they?
Yes, they do.
And that's where you fill up, isn't that odd?
Usually, that's where you normally would have. I moved all that to the rear, but I left that look there to keep the Ranger package. Yeah, just to keep the Ranger package look. So.
Good. Well, I appreciate that because, and I also appreciate the door panels.
Yeah.
The wood. It's modernized. You drive it, yet still you have not taken away from the look.
Still hadn't taken away from the look. That's right.
That's brilliant. Well, I appreciate that, sir.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Hey everybody, so we are here now at the swap meets at the Supernats here in Sevierville Convention Center. Awesome place, great show. They've got a great big swap meets, and as I was showing you guys earlier, you can get honestly anything. Now I've come across a big section here, and I'm here chatting with Solomon, who's also a fellow YouTuber and does all things Ford. So the channel is Ford Era. We're going to get Solomon to say those details in case I get it wrong, but as you can see here, a little bit of everything and a lot of the big stuff. Solomon, how's it going?
Hello. Hi everybody. I'm doing great.
What have you got here?
So we're here at Supernats, and if anybody has seen my channel, I bought a big collection of stuff about 4 or 5 months ago, and these are all the parts that were at that collection. And hey you, at that collection, and so I brought them here to sell them.
Yeah.
And then, but I usually just come here just to hang out with my friends, make videos. That's my truck. I don't know if you've seen it, but the crew cab gold one over there.
Yep.
You know, so I usually just come here. I have, you know, all kinds of stickers and t-shirts like this one.
So let me get this straight. Now, you were not looking to go and set up a stall for yourself.
No.
You were not out there looking for it. You just came across somebody while you were out at one of these car shows, because strange and random things always happen. And you ended up basically...
It's divine providence.
And you ended up buying a shop, basically.
Well, no, I bought the contents of a shop because I had to get everything off the property.
Okay.
If I bought it, the shop, oh, that would have been so nice.
Now, how many trucks did it take you to get everything out?
I don't know.
That's a lot.
I know that everything was bought on June 1st and everything was off the property by August 30th. And we were working up until August 30th.
Wow.
So there was not, I mean, it's all been recorded. It's all on my YouTube channel. Like Raina said, it's Ford Era ERA. But yeah.
That is so cool. And all the parts is of course Ford.
Yes, absolutely.
That is very cool. Now if somebody sees this on my channel and they're restoring their own beautiful classic F100 and they need something, how can they best access you about this stuff here?
So I'm going to be very wishful, and I'm going to say that all of the parts that you saw in this video are sold. But I'm here to not own any of this. So hopefully I don't have it. I'm not really in the business of buying and selling parts. But FordEra.com, my
Mate,
YouTube channel.
you have a whole shop here.
Yeah, but how many vehicles are here? There's going to be 1,000 Ford trucks, and I only have 5 hoods.
Yeah.
I have, you know, 10 door panels. I got 4 doors. It looks like a lot, but it's actually not that much.
Okay.
Because hopefully it'll get sold. But
Well,
if it
we
did
hope
sell,
so too.
I would love to. FordEra.com,
Yeah.
Ford Era everywhere. Instagram, the Ford Era. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, as somebody who's also got a YouTube channel for cars, what happens on your channel? What is it that's going to interest the viewers to go check you out?
So my channel is diverse in the fact that I do a lot of different things, but it's all Ford classic trucks. So my daily driver is that truck. It's a 1970 Ford F250 crew cab. I road trip it everywhere. On Sunday I was in Pennsylvania with it. Now I'm here. I'm going to Bowling Green on Sunday. After then it's going to, I drive everywhere. I put 60 to 100,000 miles on my trucks a year.
And you vlog your travels?
Everything. So that's one part.
Okay.
I then do show coverage.
Yeah.
You know, showing the shows itself. I do interviews with owners. I do shop feature tours, manufacturer tours, and then like DIY installations, because I've got a ton of trucks that are mine.
Yeah.
So I'm working on them, you know, how to do this, how to do that. So it's a lot of stuff, but it's all Ford truck encompassing. So if you're an enthusiast of classic Ford trucks,
then you need to check it out.
pretty much the place.
Where are you from, Solomon?
Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
A lot of car shows in Miami?
Nope.
No, that's why you're here in the south.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. That's absolutely brilliant. I do appreciate that, mate.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
And you guys, make sure to like and subscribe her channel. If you're not subscribed to Raina, I don't know what you're doing. You better subscribe.
You know what? Those headlights draw anybody in. And they're changing. Nice.
You ain't gonna believe this one, Steve.
All right, Nathan, why don't we start with the basics first, mate? What have you got here?
It's a 66 F100 4-wheel drive diesel 4BT swap.
Okay.
How to explain this? With a 480 transmission, 308 running gear, it gets anywhere from 25 to 30 miles per gallon. PMI interior. It's too much to say what's
There is a lot done to this, and you mentioned to me this is a full frame off restoration.
It's a full frame off.
Okay, when did you get it? How long ago?
That's a good question. Probably the truck, the cab, everything. And the truck I started with was probably 2012.
Okay.
It set out in the backyard for 2016, 2017, and it took me about 2 years to do the frame off. To drive it.
Yeah.
Was the first year? Yeah, the first year this show rolled around, I brought it up here.
Yep.
And I had a transmission issue. Yeah, I had a transmission issue at that time.
Now, when you started working on it, obviously full frame off, there was nothing done to it prior to that, prior to you touching it. You got before pictures? And what was the engine again?
It's a B pump 4BT Cummins 3.9 liter.
3.9, nice, okay. Oh wow. And you've done all of this yourself, including the paint, or?
I didn't do the paint, that's one thing I didn't do.
And how are you able to do this and do a full frame off restoration? Is that what you do for work, or?
Oh, I actually install sip tanks.
Okay, so how do you know how to do this?
We just started working on us own machinery, and
yeah,
I basically use a tractor motor.
Wow, that's so
easy
cool.
to work on. There's the cab. I bought this truck for just the hood.
Yeah.
See, that's the old cab mounted up on the frame.
Yeah.
That's making the bumpers.
Wow, you really did everything yourself, didn't you? I do like the bumpers here.
Is that the paint? Going at the paint booth.
Wow. And you've got this.
Yes, sir.
You take this off-roading?
Not really.
No.
You kind of could say when you come here in a few minutes. I'll just... Where's it at?
Oh my lord, what happened there?
It jumped in reverse. Don't mix a Ford steering column with a Chevrolet transmission.
Okay, so tell me about that day. What happened?
We was going to play.
Yep.
I've launched 100 times with this truck.
Okay.
And this, you can see how steep the boat ramp is. That's what I'm going to be pointing out. And about a minute before, my dad was going to try to let me sit on the Sea-Doo.
Yep.
And back down the water, hit the brakes and slide me off. And it was just Sea-Doo sliding off. And I was going to hop out slow and let him back off in there.
Yes.
And let go. And I was going to swap with him. And I walked over about to swap with him. Had a wheel wow bang.
Wow.
And all of a sudden it was out in the water. I was flipping.
So where were you? You went inside. You were around the back.
I was on the Sea-Doo on.
Oh, you were inside when it started going under.
I was on this Sea-Doo over there. I was only watching that one.
Wow.
And I walked around just a second. My dad was standing up in the tongue.
Yeah.
Mentioning that, and I just wanted to walk around and swap with him.
And what was the reaction when it started to come down into the water? Because you would have just seen it live slowly going.
I was trying to get in it.
No, you weren't. You were trying to get in so you could drive it back out.
I can show you my leg. You can see that happened in 2020. That's the left of the scar.
Wow.
If I'm at 180 degrees, I would have been dead.
Wow.
It would have got my head.
And what was your dad's reaction?
He jumped up on the Sea-Doo and rode it out. And the bad thing, the little boy, which my dad took in,
yep,
he was screaming, "My daddy!"
Oh.
Because the good thing about had a winch, I hooked my foot right here on the bumper and dive down and free the winch, and I had a tie strap and poured it out, and I poured it up. That's not even full depth.
Wow.
That's after I poured it up. I was trying to get it up.
Oh my goodness.
I was chest deep.
I shouldn't be laughing, but I find this so funny because I'm glad everybody's okay, and obviously we know the truck is good, but you have to imagine when that was happening, like it's funny.
3 days later it was running.
It was running 3 days later.
And it was running when it went in.
Wow. That's really good to know, because so many people are afraid that, okay, if I was to get the car in there, how can it still be running?
One thing I could figure out, with the turbocharger, it collapsed the air filter, suffocated it.
Wow. And I'm guessing a lot of water went inside as well?
Water everywhere.
So what happened to the interiors? Did you restore it after that?
The only thing I do with the interior, this ain't the same seats, the old seats over there. The interior, they killed the radio and killed the air conditioner, radio, and the gauges.
Okay. But I mean, that's pretty awesome. The fact that it was running
then
3 days after.
I had to change the hinges over there because the door was open. I was trying to hop in it. I hit the door and I bowled the door around.
Oh my goodness. Goodness me.
And then 3 months later I was at the Grand Nationals.
There you go. So
I was at this show. It's one of the F100 shows.
Yeah.
3 months later.
I was up and ready for the next show.
Drove it all the way up here.
Oh, that's awesome. And I guess that speaks about the F100s, right?
Then
the durability of it. I mean, just get in the lake, get back out, it's still driving.
Then 2020 I did the Hot Rod Power Tour.
Nice.
Not a minute stroke.
Nice.
Running 115 down the interstate.
Oh man, that's pretty cool. I love it. Thanks for sharing that story.